A son that's not a swash banana. He lives in you. Let's go get into it. Fix My Life, Iyanla, whatever that girl name is, aka Rafiki. He lives in you, child. I'm the only one that thinks that Iyanla reminds me of Rafiki. Just so much wisdom and so much courage. And I just want her to walk around with a bamboo stick and just tell us the truth and tell me that he lives in you. I just want her to tell me that. The bottom lives inside of you. So let's go and get into it. Finally, Iyanla, or we have opened the dialogue of homosexuality in the black community and in the church. I feel like as more as black culture is exposed to the masses, and people bite off, and that we're trending and doing shit. We got Empire popping off, and all this shows, and we got so many people who are trying to be like us, just like Burger King had tweeted today and said, that you all have, it was, they had did some type of joke that, went back to, why you lying? So it's just like, we are just some very entertaining people. We are everything. I love my blackness. I love yours. I love everybody. Child, I sound like I sound like, yeah. But it's cute. But as more things come to light, we have to be honest with ourselves about the homophobia in the black community. And this video is not going to offend people. I'm trying not to. But at the same time, I feel like I need to educate. I need to educate, and I need to take this opportunity to reach to, my platform, use my platform to discuss these type of issues. I receive emails all the time about, parents who are dealing with gay children, bisexual children. They just don't know what to do. I've been reading you all emails. I'm getting my spirit together because this is a very, very serious topic for me. Growing up as a gay black man, and like I tell people, and my girl tweeted me tonight, and when I was watching Fix My Life, and she was just saying, Justin, I love how you say you are a gay black man, because I cannot separate the two. Being a gay black man has, taught me a lot, has grown me, has made me the person I am today. And yes, I have been a lot. I have been through a lot. Nobody can tell me about my struggle. And when I seen some people say that, the black church is not that bad, let me tell you something. I can only speak on the black church because that's the church that I've most frequented. So I can't speak on the Catholic Church. I can't speak on all these other churches. I've not been to these churches like that. I've grew up in a black church, so I can only speak about my struggle because I know it. Nobody's making this shit up. So the same people who get up here and say that the black church is not homophobic, black people are not homophobic, are the same people who sit up here. You sound like the same folks who sit up here and say racism doesn't exist and racial disparities don't exist. All this shit is real. People are not bringing this attention just because. And nobody's sitting here bitching about it, making points and comments about it just because we want attention. We're doing it because it's an issue. That's why we have debates and dialogues like this. Nobody's making this shit up. So I love the fact that Iyanla did this. I love it. It seemed a little bit staged in my opinion, but I was here for it, and I'm just going to take it to the next level. So we got Darren. He's a pastor and he's gay. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't see how Darren was pooching his ass on the pill. I'm gonna try my best not to cuss, because I know some of you church folk gonna be very pressed, and that's okay. Take that pressedness to Sunday school tomorrow and get you some knowledge and question everything. Okay, question everything. Just don't go off what people telling you on the pulpit. Question stuff, because some of y'all don't sit here want to read the good book for yourself, or just be like, girl, you know what? I don't know how to feel about that, but that's a whole nother story, a topic that I'm not interested in getting at this present time. So Darren, Derek is his name, pushed on the pulpit, and Derek just did not. I don't see how they did not know he was gay. I'm not saying that you can see gay, you can tell, but girl, I'm just gonna be honest. He looked questionable walking up on the thing. So Darren talked about Derek. I don't know why I keep calling him Darren. Maybe I'm thinking about Darren that stays in Georgia, my guy, with his little cute self with dreads. I love him today. He's so cute. But child looks so wide with this damn shit on. Yeah, I got the black V-neck on. I don't mean I'm finna read nobody, but it is what it is. But Derek said it was some points that he wanted to end his life. And I agree with him. There were there was a couple of times in my life when, growing up gay in middle school and elementary school, not necessarily elementary, but middle school, because I had these thoughts, that I'm not attracted to women like that. I like them, but I cannot see myself sexual with them. And I just did not know how to deal with that at that age. And there were times I just said, I'm tired of coming out to my mother and, saying I'm a pretty gay away, coming out again, and praying to gay away, then coming out again. It's just, I just got tired of this. So there were points in my life that I said, you know what? I just don't want to be here. I'd rather be gone. There were some times this year that I said I'd rather just not wake up. And it's a sad issue. That's why I'm saying, if your child is struggling with their homosexuality or struggling with, their sexual or anything, you need to talk to them. You need to be more open. You brought these kids in this world. They did not ask to be here. Some of us are very selfish, and some of us just want to bring kids in so we want to see what they look like. I admit, I want to bring a child in this world just so I can see how it's going to look. But I don't know if Justin is ready to grow this child and raise the child and be in this child's life, because I know I am very demanding and I don't like to spend a lot of money on anybody else besides myself. I'm very selfish. So some of us, we bring these kids in here. We don't realize how much it is other than just feeding them, clothing them. It takes way more. That's why they say it takes a village to raise a child, because it takes a bunch of people to raise it. It's almost impossible for just one person to do it. So when you bring a child, you have to think about stuff like that. Is there a child in sense that my child's going to be have some type of mental issues, or going to have some health issues? Might be a special needs child. All that type of stuff might be a lot of stuff. That's things that you have to think about. They might be gay. You just don't know. You just really don't know. So it is what it is. Mitchell's not Mitchell. So I like Derek. We moved on to Mitchell. Mitchell caught my attention. First of all, I knew Mitchell was gay when I first saw him. He's a 42-year-old man that's in shape. That's a red flag to be honest. Let me tell you, some gays care about working out more than they care about living life and having life insurance. They work out nonstop. Some of them work out so much, I don't see how they have time to do anything else. So he's 42 years old, and he looked like he was about 30. He looked better than some 30-year-olds. So Mitchell, you were doing it. You look good, honey. But that let me know. So Mitchell, he preyed on a woman, a single mother with 3 kids. Let me tell you something. As in me, I feel like I have a better chance of getting a relationship with a black woman than I have a chance of getting with a black man, because there are so many black women who have been just so thrown away by so many heterosexual men, unfortunately, and and used and abused. And I feel like some of us have that caring heart, all that type of stuff. Some of us can fake the funk. I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to abuse you. I want to do all this type of stuff. I just want you as my beard. That's all I want you to do. And some of the women, are just good with it. So he got to start a family, and he was good with it. He had 2 more kids, and Mitchell just said that the only thing that kept him from acting out on his stuff is, he thought about fire and brimstone. And to be honest, when I think about that, I think about the Republicans, telling us not to vote for such and such. We don't want such and such in the White House, using fear mongering. And, some of the Bible is not supposed to be about that. It's not supposed to be. You should be telling me that I shouldn't do this because I'm a burning hell. I don't think it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. Well, you don't do this, you're going to burn in hell. You're going to burn in hell. You're going to burn in hell. I'm like, gosh, but I'm feeling like this, okay? And people sit up here and we have this whole debate, we act because you don't have to be gay if you act on and born gay and all that type of stuff. Let me tell you something. If that's the case, a lot of stuff can be considered a sin. To be honest, if anybody's drinking Kool-Aid, I consider this a sin too. Kool-Aid does not do anything to your body. It's not healthy. It's not nutrition. Girl, I sound like the other person. It's not nutritious. It's not good for you. It's just sugar water. But some of you we drink it because it's pleasing to our body, pleasing to the flesh. A lot of stuff that we do is pleasing to the flesh, and we don't realize that. So you have to really, you want to sit here and come for me with this stuff, you need to really be prepared. Be prepared for the return of the king. Baby, I feel the Lion King. I might watch Lion King tonight. I'm not even bullshit. Mitchell said, fire and brimstone scare him. So, she gave it back to Derek. We get back to Derek, honey. They in front of the church. And she just started putting out these arts and crafts and all this type of stuff out her notebook. Somebody said that on Twitter, I almost damn near died laughing. I can't remember that guy name that said that. But Iyanla, she's just always on that type of stuff. She's she reminds me of my mama. She reminds me of Rafiki and my mother. She just reminds me of my mother. My mother's very consoling. She's very one of them. She has all them theatrics. Like when Iyanla was rubbing the guy and she was throwing it on the side. Y'all see that? She was rubbing and she was throwing like the bad energy. My mama does stuff like that. My mama loves to write on papers and put it around the house. She does stuff like that. I love her to death. She put it in front of the church, and child, Pastor Derek said, "Yes, God." He said, "Yes, God, child." That should have been a sign. To be honest, that should have been a sign. So Derek, we know you is one of the kids, girl. Come on now. So Mitchell ends up meeting with Iyanla, and he said, he was telling her about his wife, Po Tiffany. She just sipping her tea and rocking because she can't do shit else. Mitchell just said that his wife cheated on him a couple of times, and he did some stuff too. It's almost like he wanted to use his wife, her problems as excuse for him to do what he was doing. So it don't matter. Like y'all both were doing wrong, but after talking to him, Iyanla couldn't even walk up to the next person. He started crying. He just started crying so bad, and to be honest, it felt like it was just too much. But that man has been living a lie. He's been preaching against homosexuality. He's been doing... Let me tell you, there are plenty of pastors, ministers, and preachers who live this life every day. And baby, when I tell you it's going to be something else the next couple of weeks, because the church queens are going to be quiet. They're going to be quiet. They're going to be saying, I know a lot of them stuck in Memphis. A lot of them I had to read and call out on their shit because they be around here pooching, getting married to these women. They marrying these women. I'm being so messy right now, but I cannot help it, honey, because child, that's one person. He done married a woman in Memphis, and child, we know for a fact he gay. I done seen him have sex with a dude on Vine. Ooh, child, don't get me started on the church queens. Y'all trying to take me back to 2012 era circle, child. I cannot. Ooh, girl, ooh, I just want to say his name so bad. It's a lot of them church queens, child. It's a lot of them, honey. And you know what? Let me tell you something. When they be going to these culture conventions, baby, they be getting it in. They be getting it in, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. They be getting it in. And you can call it what you want to, but call it a lie, because that's what they live in. So Iyanla makes Mitchell pull out that mirror, and it made him read bottom, and he just couldn't take it. So he just there hollering and wailing, like the producer even said, child, he up here hollering so bad. I don't know what to tell, but when Iyanla said, the truth will set you free. This is not God. This is not such and such. This is God's work and all that type of stuff. I was just like, Mitchell just could not take him. Like, she sent him upstairs to go fleet, baby, and the fleet water came out of his eyes, honey, because he was crying. He was crying so bad that we couldn't even get back on Derek. Okay, or they're looking like Derek J with a little bit more meat, honey, and a little bit more neck. So... And y'all, I'm excited because I want to hear what, Derek, I'm excited to hear what his family going to say about, because parents do feel like sometimes they failed. They failed at being a good parent. Let me tell you something. You have not failed anything. You have not failed. That is not your life to live. You can do the best you can for your child, but at the same time, when they get grown, they're going to do what they want to do. People going to do what they want to do. Sometimes you just got to let them do what they want to do and just move on about your business, honey. Pooch on. So, a lot of people talking, like I said, a lot of people talking about the black church is not that bad. Let me tell you, some black people, some of us are very, very homophobic. And that goes to that masculinity thing that, unfortunately, is enrooted in us because of slavery and all that type of stuff. We feel like we got to take up, we got to be strong because we've always been weak, and the white man has just, desecrated our ass and just talked to us and slapped our ass around to the point that we have to be hard, we have to be tough. And if you're not tough, you're weak. So homosexuality is looked at in the black community as being weak. It's being weak. And it's a problem, something we need to work on. But that's all I got. I'm going to get into more of this. Unfortunately, I cannot do as much as I want to, but I will. We will continue this conversation later on. Follow me on Twitter, JustinJ1232. Follow me on Instagram, JustinJ1232. And tell me what y'all thought about this episode. Shout out to y'all. Y'all did that. And shout out to Kevin from the Scorpion Show, because we were both handling one dude. He was talking real stupid. Love y'all, and I'll talk y'all later. Deuces.